Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Here we are again. There's Nikki. Nope. I can't hear you. I don't know. I'm sorry. Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? I don't know. Anyway. How's everybody doing? We got 6 viewers. There, I heard something.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There you are.
Do I have feedback?
Nope.
Really? I'm on my computer without my headphones.
I don't hear nothing yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of feedback, but not bad.
Oh.
You know it couldn't all be good all the time.
Yeah. Good.
Son of a gun. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
I woke up late again.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to. Sally, you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I think so.
That's good.
I woke up late again. I need to fix my alarm clock. Huh?
Oh.
I could hear you.
Is my sound better?
Yeah.
Better than what?
How about now? Is it way better?
Yeah. It's better.
It's
better
perfect,
than better.
actually.
Well, don't do anything else.
No. Nikki, don't screw with it. Don't screw with it.
It's good. It's all good.
Why are you relating?
I'll hear you. Yeah.
Man, I didn't know it was spring yet. There's birds flying all over the place. Yeah, I mean, they're just like swooping down. I tell you.
Hello?
So.
I can't hear you guys.
You can't.
What? You can't hear us?
Okay, so, you know where you go your sound? And you right click on that. And then you can go over to the...
or you could just leave and try it again.
I was like, she's not even... What happened to her? Hey! Wow. What is that?
Alarm.
I was like, what is that noise?
That's the so song weird that I wake up to.
Oh, that'll wake you up, I tell you.
You send the link to Lori?
I'm going to do it right now.
Okay. I'm minded, yeah.
I tell you, I am horrible.
Oh, where's my tape measure?
Horrible.
I think I left it in the bedroom.
Okay. There you go, Lori.
Hi, everybody. I feel better this morning.
You sound a lot better this morning.
I got lots of sleep yesterday.
That's good. Sleep does a body good.
I woke up to a sale for Arizona khakis, and I was like happy. It's like, oh, my eBay's not broken today.
That's good. Good morning, Jason. Shantae, Hank. Good morning, Hank. How you doing? the Thrifty Picker, Cindy Rosen, Shirley Plummer,
Hi, Shirley.
Amelia Sales,
Hi, Amelia.
Why Not's Hidden Treasures.
What's Why Not's first name? Do you know? What's your first name? Why Not's? Unless you don't want to share. It's
I don't
fine.
know. A Purple Lily, Michael Batts. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good morning. Kathy.
Kathy.
Kathy is Why Not's.
Yep. So, welcome to the show. So, if you didn't know, I'm otherwise known as Chick Picker. This is Sally, my sister, believe it or not.
That's my older sister.
That's my older sister.
It's you and your husband is Why Not's Hidden Treasures. I see. Kathy and Marcel. Well, happy to have you.
Yeah. So I ended up with 3 sales yesterday. So that was good.
Awesome.
Better than none.
My washer's going. If it's too much of a problem, I can mute myself.
I don't even hear it.
Okay. Well, it's making everything fall. It shakes everything like I'm having a damn earthquake in here. Like, what is that? Oh, it's just the washer. I turned it on. I thought I was having an earthquake.
Yeah, everything's okay. We're not having an earthquake.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, Nikki. We could hear you before. Can you hear us?
You could. Yeah, I couldn't hear you guys.
Yeah.
Well, good. Now you can hear us. Everything is good. Check. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning.
Yeah, tummy ache still.
Your tummy hurts still?
No. OJ's wife parked under a tree at work, and there was at least 200 spots of bird poop on her car.
Oh, lovely.
Took the car wash guys 15 minutes to scrape them off before it went through the car wash.
Oh my gosh.
And then she parked again on Friday, and it's the same thing.
Oh no.
That's awful. Here in the summertime, like, it doesn't matter where you park.
Yeah.
Because there's trees everywhere, and so
there's birds in the trees.
Bird poop everywhere.
And here we have seagulls.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You have seagulls there?
Yeah, lots and lots of seagulls.
Yeah.
At least in Duluth and Superior, yeah, because we live by a lake.
Yeah.
We don't have seagulls out here where I live, but yeah, you park anywhere in town.
We have seagulls here too. Yeah, I had fun last summer because I was picking Job up in the morning after I got out of work. I would go to McDonald's and pick him up because he was working overnights. And so I would take all the leftover donuts with me, and there was these seagulls stuffing full donuts in their mouths down their throats. They had like a donut in their throat. It was hilarious.
It's amazing what those birds can eat.
I know. What the heck is going on here? My alarm keeps going off.
You're down at Canal Park in Duluth, which is right on the lake.
Uh-huh.
And it's a big tourist trap,
Uh-huh.
The seagulls will come and take your sandwich right out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't play around. They're like, yep, I want
very
food.
brazen.
They love Walmart and McDonald's parking lot is all together, and that's where they stay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's where the food is.
Yeah.
Nope.
When was it? When we went to, I think it was when we went to Sacramento. Me and Mike went to Sacramento, and then we went to San Francisco, which is only about an hour, maybe 2 hours away. And so I think we went into a restaurant, and then we came back out, and Mike was always very scared that he was going to get pooped on, and it happened. Oh, man,
no.
he was mad. I mean, he was furious. Which,
Shit
don't blame
happens.
him. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
We were driving late one night. I had gotten a rental car because mine was in the shop, and me and Teresa and some friends of ours were driving through town. It was probably about a little after midnight. Driving this little Saturn, and they're not very big to begin with. All of a sudden, my entire windshield was covered with, I don't know if it was a pterodactyl. I don't know what kind of bird this was, but it covered my entire windshield with this sludge.
Oh, my
And it was
gosh.
so thick, my windshield wipers wouldn't even move it. And we're all going, all over the road.
Wow.
Luckily, it was a one-way street, not a main thoroughfare, because I probably would have hit somebody. But we're all screaming and jumping out of the car. We're like, what do we do? We had to
Oh, my
park
gosh.
the car and then go across the street to the gas station and get big bottles of water and pour it on the
Oh, my
windshield.
gosh.
It was disgusting. I'm like, what the hell kind of bird was that? I think it was a bird or a plane just dropped their bilge pump. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my god.
But it was disgusting. And it stunk. Oh my god, we were gagging and everything.
Gosh.
Yeah, Shirley says they will grab meat off a hot grill. Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Okay.
One time when I was in,
I don't know a bird big enough to dump something like that. It had to have been a mechanical one.
one time I was in high school and I was outside smoking a cigarette, and I ended up getting shit on the head from a seagull. And I was so grossed out. And so, anyways, I go in and I tell the office, we didn't have cell phones then. I call the office, or I tell the office, I said, yeah, I got to call my mom. She's got to come pick me up. I just got pooped on the head. And they're like, well, you can't go home. You can just go wash your hair in the home ec room. And I was like, no. I would really like to call my mom, And I felt disgusting, And I wanted to go take a whole shower. Anyways, they're like, well, we'll let you call your mom, but it's not going to be excused for you to go home.
Wow.
And I was like, because you can just wash it here. Anyways, I called my mom, and when I said, they're not going to let me leave, she goes, oh, like hell they're not. And she comes and gets me, and they're like, she can't leave, she can just wash her hair in the home ec room. She goes, my daughter just got crapped on the head by a seagull.
My God.
I said, she says she needs to get that out of her hair. She is going home. I will bring her back after she gets showered and cleaned. And they're like, well, it's not going to be excused. She says, yes, it will. So I don't care whether it's excused or not. She says she's going home and taking a shower. I mean, how can you deny somebody to take a shower after they got pooped on the head?
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like some people don't think before they talk, really, how would you feel if that happened to you? Could you just go to the other classroom and take, get your hair washed and feel better?
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
they don't think before they, they talk and realize, how they would react to something like that.
Exactly.
I would
really had so much hairspray and so much volume in my hair with that big old poop. It never did touch my scalp, actually.
Yeah. Hank says, oh yeah, Nikki, my parents would have come in there swinging. That's ridiculous.
Yep, mine too.
And my mom, she agreed with the school, and she was on their side usually, but if they decided to be stupid, she was right on it.
Yep.
And
my dad would have gone to the cafeteria, grabbed some pudding and dumped it on their head and said, there, how's that feel?
Yeah. Just go
Now
clean
wear
it up.
that
in the
all day. Now
bathroom.
leave that in there all day. You'll be fine. Just go wash it out under the water fountain. You'll be fine. Yeah. Oh,
I just reached 10 page likes on my page.
wow. Very cool.
Awesome.
So excited.
What page? I missed something.
My auction page.
Oh,
Hank,
okay.
Hank says, as if you set it all up, a grand scheme of, here, birdie, birdie, come turd
Yeah.
on my head.
I want to go home. Yeah. That was my grand plan. Actually, that day, I think my mom actually kept me home the rest of the day. She didn't bring me to go back.
Yeah.
Went home, took a shower, went out to lunch.
You'll be fine.
I see where somebody's talking about goose poop. We were down at the river fishing when I was married to my now ex-husband, and he's bald as a cue ball, you know. So we're down there fishing. All of a sudden, you hear this. He's got a real weak stomach. He starts going, he got covered all over his head by goose.
Oh my God.
I was dying laughing. I said, I'll just stick your head in the river. It'll be fine. I couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Yeah, exactly. Hank.
Yeah.
Because I had seen people. I had seen people get shit faced before. Not in their mouth, but in their face.
Ugh.
Herrings are bad for that too down at the lake. Sometimes that crap, real big stuff. You sit there, I'll sit here. I was like, what in the world? You look up, there's a herring going over a big pile of crap.
Uh-huh.
God. But I wasn't like 6 inches over.
I gave my thumbs up. Hint, hint, hint. 22 people watching.
Oh. Valerie, you lost your sound? What the heck? Okay. She said she'll be back.
YouTube is taking our voices today.
What the heck is going on?
Why didn't you just flip her off? You flipped me off.
I did. Well, you were making signs at me.
Check, 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 check,
Yep.
check.
Can hear you.
All right. I said, I want to tell a story. And then everybody just kept on talking. So I was like, oh, okay. I see
Rude
where this is
bitches.
going.
Well, maybe your show, but what makes you think you get a chance to talk?
Okay, tell your story, Valerie.
Okay, so you know how I was supposed to go have lunch yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, she wrote me a message, and so I read the message, and I was like, because usually, I mean, our agreement is to go like on Mondays.
Uh-huh.
So I'm reading her message, and it says, I have a doctor's appointment at 10:30. This is what I'm reading. I have
Okay.
a doctor's appointment at 10:30, and we can meet at the cafe around noon. So I'm like, okay. I mean, usually we'll figure out where we're going and what we're doing like the day before.
Right.
So, but it was kind of last minute, but that's our usual day to go to lunch.
Right.
So, okay, so I get over there. It's about a 45-minute drive
Uh-huh.
over there. And so, which is not a big deal, it's country roads and everything. So I'm driving and I get there and I'm like maybe 2 minutes late. So I drive in and I don't see her car.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Usually she's pretty, pretty much on time herself.
Right.
And I thought, well, maybe she had to stay at the doctor for a few more minutes, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Um, So I wait about 5 minutes, still nothing. So I messaged her. I said, "Are you here?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, where's your car?" And I said, "Are you inside?" She said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Where's your car at?" She goes, "Out in the garage."
Mhm.
Okay. I said, "Oh, I'm at the cafe." She goes, "Oh, I meant tomorrow." I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Whoops.
so I go back and I look at the message, and tomorrow was in there. I just refused
Didn't
to.
see it.
Yeah, didn't see it. So anyway,
Whoop.
so I'm going again today because
Oh,
I couldn't say, no.
yeah.
So I'm going today again. We're gonna try it again. Hopefully it'll all work out.
That's good.
But it was just me. I just, for some reason, I did not see that, and it's my fault. And of course, she felt bad. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you drove all the
Oh.
way over and everything," but it happens. No worries.
So why didn't you just meet for lunch anyways?
I'm assuming. Well, that's what I was hoping that she would say, but I'm assuming she wasn't like ready
Oh.
because it would have taken her probably about 20 minutes to get there, which would have
That
been
would have been
okay with.
fine.
I would have waited, but I don't know. I'm assuming she just wasn't dressed and
Yeah.
up and going, ready to go. And I wasn't gonna, I didn't want to put her through that anyway. So
That's when you
I
say, "Well,
just,
get ready, old lady. I'm here." So I'm just kidding.
so,
Yeah,
and
Hank, we get that.
her
Sorry.
her being, older, I don't want her
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
rushing around and all that kind of stuff either.
Right.
So we'll just try it again today.
Get your old ass moving.
She does pretty good for 74, I have to
I
say.
tell my dad, "Get your old ass moving. Let's go." No, just kidding.
She does pretty good,
Yeah.
but I just I didn't want to stress her out or anything.
No.
Hank, we get that kind of pollen here too, where it
I
makes
can't believe she already has pollen.
yeah. See, in California, like I never seen that. Like the amount of pollen that we get here, I
Yeah.
never seen that in California. Like where you can see it floating in the air.
Yeah,
Never
That's
seen that.
it was
because
no.
there's so much other stuff floating in the air. You can't see
Well,
the pollen.
that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when the orange blossom,
Yeah.
oh, such
Yeah.
an amazing smell. I mean, you just smell
Mhm.
It is.
oranges and oranges and oranges. It's really is amazing, but it's
I was
it's also
allergic.
very overwhelming, and when
Yeah.
you're allergic to it, you can't hardly breathe,
Yeah.
you know.
I
So,
always I always would have a cold or like some kind of sinus reaction to that because it was so strong.
yeah.
But the the color of pollen and seeing it float in the air and everything like that, it just wasn't, you just didn't see that in California where we lived. But here, like, I could walk out my door and just, you could see it in the air, just grazing by, and then your vehicle gets completely covered.
See, we don't have that usually here.
See,
We usually don't have that.
that's how it is here. That's
I don't
exactly how
usually
it is here.
have that problem here.
And you would think you guys would be worse because of all your crops and stuff.
Mhm.
But maybe that's why you don't have it as bad. And maybe that's why it wasn't as bad where we live because of all the trees and the orange trees and stuff.
Maybe.
But oh man, yeah, it cakes right up on the vehicles and like to wash your windshield. You know, there's just like this sludge of pollen on your windshield.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it gets bad. And you would think with the amount of rain that we got here that it wouldn't do that.
Right.
You know, that it wouldn't cake up or anything, but it does, man. Actually, rain makes it worse.
You would think it would like clear the air
I know.
type of thing, but
Yeah, it doesn't.
yeah, I am going to have to change my my alarm or something because I am not getting up like I'm supposed to.
Oh,
Usually I get up at 5. Today I got up at 7. Like,
ooh.
what the heck is going on? Of course, you know, the late nights really doesn't help either, but
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I do need a bedtime. Maybe I need to sleep more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna try lunch again.
That's good.
And it's supposed to be, I think they said like 47 here today.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, it's
You're
already
supposed to
20.
get-
It's already 27 degrees here this
Yeah.
morning,
That's
which
supposed
is
to be our high today is 27 or 28.
Yeah,
not
that's what our
not
high
bad.
school to be,
Not
27.
bad.
Tomorrow it's going to be like 45.
Yeah, it's
Here?
supposed to be 47 here today,
Here.
60 tomorrow.
Oh, right.
60 degrees tomorrow
Wow.
Wow.
and 54 Thursday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 45 or 46, something like that tomorrow.
Wow.
And then it's going to drop back down to like 20 the next day.
It was -6 here this morning.
That's going to be sweet. Sweet. I'm excited. I'm ready for some warmth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to when it got really cold. I would go to the tanning beds and do that because it was just so hard on my body, just acclimating to the temperature and the coldness and everything. And I would look forward to that. I would stay under those lights for quite a while, as long as I could,
Yeah.
without turning into a raisin. But
I need to find my packages.
yeah, I need to get mine out there.
I sent mine out with my husband.
My husband is in bed still. He just went to bed for a little bit ago because he was stayed up all night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I went to sleep at 3 and he stayed up. He took Emily to work at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess I gotta do my own packages this morning.
Aw.
I'll live. It's only 2.
I think you'll make it.
I think I will too. If I can't handle that, then I don't need to be doing this kind of shit.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have better sales through the rest of the week and get on a consistent rate of packages.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, with all that sleep I got last night, I'm going to be staying up today and getting some listing done. And I have some card lots to make. Me and Job were up last night doing, going through all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and him showing me what I needed to sell by itself and what I could lot up, and kind of had a better way to lot them up by decks, and how to figure that out and make more money on them. So, but as it is right now, I have 2 that are selling on auction. And I set them for $2.50, $2.50 for like 35 cards. And they're just like basic cards. They're not, maybe worth 25, 50 cents, 75 cents, like that. So not really good cards or anything, but just lotted them up and put them up like that. But I put like the shipping on them, I put like $7.50. So I'll be making, money that way too. And, so that even if they don't go for much, and one already got 2 bids, and it's up to like $4.50. So hopefully I can get some other cards up today.
Where'd you get them all?
I got all those cards out of a storage unit from my brother-in-law.
Nice.
Yeah. And I need to ask because I have a nephew that I gave all my kids' cards to, because my kids didn't want them anymore. I gave all my kids' cards to him, and I bet he hasn't done anything with them. If he's done anything with them, he probably gave them away, more than likely. But I'm going to check with him, see if he's still got them. If he has, then I might be able to make better decks for selling my cards. So
yeah,
I'm going to ask him about that today. So if he's not doing nothing with them, I'll take them back.
there you go.
I'm always trying to get those kids to sell me their toys and everything else too. They know my game. They're probably like, why is Aunt Sally always trying to buy our stuff?
OJ wants to know, is everybody going to do some aggressive sales discounts for President's Day? Probably nothing abnormal.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it'll be good sales. I think a lot of people are going to be getting their first round of tax checks.
When is President's Day? Monday?
It's already happening, Valerie.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah. My kids have already got their federal last week.
Oh wow. That's good.
Well, people, time to stimulate my economy. Start spending your checks in my store.
That's right. Here's my eBay store.
I need
Come on in.
Oh, Amelia. Amelia's got Yu-Gi-Oh cards too.
Oh.
Yeah. There's not really, like, you have to really kind of investigate, like how to lot them up. There's like winning decks and stuff like that you can, but it's very rare that you'll have all the cards for one deck. So it's kind of time consuming. But if you want to let go of them, let me know. Maybe we can make a deal.
Let it go.
I don't know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Me neither.
Yeah, but just like we were saying yesterday, you run into stuff like that you get for free, and you're like,
yeah.
okay, I'll learn.
Look
You know?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And, you know, that's some hot times how people find their niche, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, quit all that, Valerie.
I had a dream last night. I'm trying to remember what it was. What was it about? I don't know. Ringo was crazy last night. He's got to
Oh,
the place
yeah.
where he sleeps like right here by where the other pillow should go. He sleeps right there. And so I get a lot of legs. And usually he's like upside down, like, and usually his like I'll look over and I'll see a leg like sticking up like or something. It's just crazy. He just sleeps so crazy.
That's cute.
I know I had to move him a couple of times last night because he was just in weird places.
Morning, Bridget.
Good morning, Bridget.
Where, Bridget?
So
Yeah.
Nikki, are you ready
For what?
for your auction?
No,
Not
I'm
yet.
getting there. Hi, Anissa. I'm gonna finish it up this morning, and then I should be ready. I hope.
Good.
So what? You're still taking pictures?
Yeah.
Are you doing like?
there's
Are you
not-
doing only pictures? Are you doing a description too, or no?
No, I'm just gonna do only pictures, and then I figure I just post a video showing the stuff and saying, you know, if there's something wrong with it or whatever, you know, if there's any dings in it or something, and then that'll be good enough.
Yeah. Morning, Sue. Morning, Tina.
Morning, Tina.
Morning, Sue. Morning, Tina.
Good morning to you. I won't sing to you.
Thanks. No, I'm just
Well, I ran across that stupid
Nikki!
video that you posted yesterday. What did she say?
I said I won't sing to you, and she goes, "Thanks."
What did you say, Sally? You saw what stupid video?
That stupid video song never ends, and my sound was on, and I was like, no.
What song? This is the song that never ends.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Run, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was.
I love that song.
Yes,
Or the
but
one
it
that-
gets in your head.
But
It
it
does.
makes you smile.
And cry.
How about that?
Smile and cry at the same time.
It makes you smile.
And this says, I feel like a drug dealer. My mom is bringing me a bunch of stuff to go through tomorrow. I've got to get rid of stuff I don't want before husband gets home from work and kill me.
You're gonna have to stash it somewhere.
Mhm.
That's right, Tina. Who doesn't love lamb chop? I mean, that's something that just, to me, it just puts a smile on my face. It makes me happy.
It's nostalgic.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, we won't tell on you.
What's
No,
his
your
number?
secret is safe with us.
I'm gonna call him up.
we're what is it called?
Or eBay Confidential. Instead of LA
Well,
Confidential.
I was thinking something like
You're welcome, Dad.
we're helping you cover up a crime almost, like co-conspirators or something.
Bridget says, I just got a box of stuff from Via Trading and I have it hidden. Laugh out loud. I have to open it up today. Anissa says, who's going to take me in when he serves divorce papers?
I'm sure we can find a place for you. Yeah, an accomplice.
Awesome.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know what an authentic Stone Island code is, but
that's
it sounds like
awesome.
it's good.
That is awesome.
I'd be more excited for you if I knew what it meant, but I'm excited for you because you're excited.
Stone Island coat. It's, I mean, I think I looked it up the other day and it looked really good. You know, the comps on it look really, really good. So I'm excited for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Super expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Jackpot.
I'm looking at
Anissa, you can't have boxes of stuff at your house. How do you resell?
He probably knows what's new and what's not. What's just come in. And if it's been there for a while. They know things.
I know.
We think that they don't know nothing, but they know things.
I used to tell my husband, why can't you be like most men that don't notice anything? Because I would have like a new knickknack or something, or a new potpourri pot. I used to collect potpourri pots, and I had hundreds of potpourri pots. He would come home, he would spot the new potpourri pot. I put it up in my collection. He would notice that thing. And I'm like, why can't you be like most husbands? I mean, not that he cared, but he'd give me shit about it. And I says, why can't you be like most husbands that don't notice anything? He is sick of my treasures. Literally, he'd go through the roof if I brought it more.
Sue, look at when you look that up and do comps for that, or look at the comps for that, you'll see that a lot of that stuff is probably listed high and offering best offer. It looks like there's a lot of best offers accepted. So just list it high and probably get a best offer on it.
Yeah.
Hi, Glenn.
Or what you could do, if you don't mind sitting on it, maybe trying to get top dollar for it, maybe you could just list it high and leave the best offer off.
Yeah.
That's an option too. Karen's at the beach.
Pitch poke, give me a Coke.
I have shit hidden everywhere. My company, when company comes I go into panic mode. House super small. I've been known to throw stuff in my car. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, Bridget. That's funny.
That's awesome.
He's not allowed to go to the auction again.
I'm just like, welcome to my office.
Yeah.
As soon as they walk in my door, if I don't know them, they're not getting a sneak peek. I do not. I open the door this wide, and they're not, they don't get to look inside my house. Like if they're Jehovah's Witness or something, I let the dogs come to the door with me, and then
They'll run you off.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Boom, the door closes. Sorry. Oh, Sue said my computer froze, but I just hear you say list high. Well, whenever I looked at comps just now, I mean, I don't know exactly what you have, but when I looked at comps, it showed like a lot of high prices, but best offers accepted. And so that's what I said was list high, and then make sure you put best offer on there. Or Valerie said, if you want, list it and for comparable prices and sit on it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's an option. Just maybe put it on there for a week without a best offer and see if you get any hits on it.
Yeah.
I throw up everything with best offer because you don't have to accept offers.
Right.
Right.
Right. But if it's a day when I'm like, oh my God, I haven't had any sales, and somebody sends me a reasonable offer, it's like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, but it's so easy for people to offer now that even if you don't have offer up, you still get offers. I still get offers. I don't have best offer on anything, but I still get offers all the time.
Right.
So if Yep.
And this says we're having a toilet situation, and he's bringing a guy he works with home today to look at it. I said, does he need to go in the basement? And he said he might. You can't hide that mess forever.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Time to get listing, Anissa.
Yeah.
Especially if your cha-ching's broke.
Man. shit. Right. Exactly. Just throw this over there and stuff as much as you can in the closets.
Make sure he has an aisle to walk through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang it. Anissa put it in the car, Karen. Tells her. That's her hiding place. Okay, I need to look for my stuff. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I put it off far too long.
Shirt. Who's on your shirt? Belly button. Who's on your shirt? Who is it? Mommy. Say hi, Nana. Say hi, Nana.
Sorry. Had to watch the grandbaby. Oh, let's see here. So we got Nikki's show tonight. List her to ditch it. And she's gonna have a guest, Thelma Thrift is gonna be on there. So that should be very interesting. And then her auction starts tonight too. So she's running that for 24 hours.
What's her auction page name?
The Buck Starts Here auction. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That'll be interesting. So yeah, I'll probably wrap the show up. Yeah, that's on Facebook. So she has a the page for that. The buck stops. The buck starts here. So if you get a chance, go over there and like her page. And
I posted it in the reseller squad last night too.
okay.
I haven't been on Facebook much. I have issues with my truck. My radio decides it has a mind of its own and keeps draining my battery. So
Uh-oh.
it is scheduled to get the radio fixed. So I haven't been able to drive my truck, and it sucks. Because it's one of those that have the conversion box behind the radio, and it's an in-dash installation, so it's not something I can fix myself unless I want to pull the whole dash off my truck. I don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah.
I did manage to get some free stuff over the weekend. Some lady was moving and told me I could have whatever she wanted. It was a bunch of flea market stuff that was still new in the box.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was Looney Tunes postal stamp collection albums, brand spanking new, still wrapped in cellophane,
Huh.
and a bunch of these little ceramic planters and little starter planters.
Uh-huh.
And Teresa said to list them, get your cannabis growing now for spring. I was like, I don't think eBay would let me do that.
If only they would let me do that, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got a few cases of that and some other odds and ends. And my sister gave me 4 big bags of clothes to go through. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. We had Teresa's she drives a little Caliber. Since I couldn't drive my truck, we had it packed to the gills with all that flea market stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You couldn't even see out the sides or back windows. Like, see, is the front and driver's side, passenger side.
Wow.
But you can't beat free.
So yeah, I'll probably wrap the show up around 10ish or so I can do my run it again. And get a couple of things. I can't believe how quickly I sold the Juice Plus plush. Plus, I can't talk. Juice Plus expired in 2012, $62.99. What is that? Is that the what is that the?
I've never heard of that.
Like
one.
I can't remember what that was like. Like a pill or something? Like a supplement? Yeah, diet pills. Okay. That's awesome. $62.99 and they were expired in 2012. That's crazy. Great though. Diet pills, I think, yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I sold 2 more things off my pallet I bought. I sold 2 Nerf guns, one for $75 and one for $30.
Wow.
All the same day. Which I knew those would sell. I just didn't think they would sell for that high. And I was just taking a guess on the one because it was an open box item, but it does work. So I thought, well,
Mm-hmm.
because normally they go for a little over, I don't know, 85, because it's just great big Nerf guns. So I can't complain.
Yeah, that's really
I've
good.
almost I've almost made back what I spent on the pallet. Then I'm gonna go buy me another one.
There you go.
The rest will all be profit after that. Expired hairspray for wow.
Yeah, and I think
There's Todd.
so when I go to lunch, the place that I'm going to is One Direction. It's probably it's like north. I say probably northeast from me. So, and then when I come back, I I have a way that I can go. I can go straight and I can go towards my thrift store, or I can keep on going northeast and go to another thrift store. So I don't know. I'm kind of debating, but I might have to go check something out.
You want me to tell you where to go?
Not really, not particularly. I think I already know your answer.
You go straight to my heart. Oh.
Thanks, I think.
Yeah. What are we talking about? What are we doing?
I don't know.
Everything they tell us not to.
Absolutely. No, I gotta go. I'm gonna go to lunch again. We're gonna try it again today. I got my times mixed up yesterday, so it didn't work out. So, but that's okay.
Yeah. Doesn't bother me. Didn't
I,
take off a bit of my time. So
yep.
I'm not worried about your goof up. Unless you are. If you're
Okay,
worried
Todd.
about it, I'll be worried about it for you.
No, one person worrying is plenty.
Okay.
Believe me, I think we're good. But thanks for being concerned about it.
Yeah.
That means you're a good friend.
So.
What are you up to today?
Oh my God.
Oh,
I got stuff to list. Oh my God. And then
Join the
got
club.
a brother-in-law gonna stay with us tonight while his mom's still in the hospital, so it takes a little time, so now I gotta get some of the death pile off the guest bed and
yeah. Get that all cleaned up.
clean up a little bit around here. Sadie's Hellfire.
Mr. Sadie.
And then I got to deal with stupid customers. Man, they're just bam, 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 bam.
Wow. OMG. That's right.
Yeah, it's like, when a customer sends a note that says, okay, pack the item this way that I say, and don't put in a note, or put in a note, or can you use red tape, or oh God, stupidity.
Do they really ask you to do all that stuff?
I don't know. You want me to screen share one?
No, I believe you.
And then another customer. Okay. Sorry. Laurie, were you saying something? This
I said
is
almost.
Go ahead.
Is this that Geico commercial? Go ahead.
I'm putting this hand over my mouth.
Okay. I was going to say, don't you wish you could say, this isn't Burger King, you get it my way, or you don't get it at all?
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the story. I sold a $16 item free shipping to Alaska.
Hmm.
So it is okay. It went in a padded flat rate. So I sent it. And the customer brings up a item not received yesterday. And then right after that, I get a note that, hey, this item has been returned to your post office box. And so I go down there and get it. And the guy said, well, it was insinuated in your ad that it would be shipped UPS, which UPS would deliver there. And I'm like, no, right there says STAN standard shipping.
Yeah.
And you agreed to that when you hit the buy button. And so call eBay and they're like, well, can you try to work it out with the customer?
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
so I send messages back and forth, and I say, I can send it out again with the corrected address because you put in an incorrect address. He only put in a UPS address, which the post office didn't deliver to that address.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense. That's why the package got sent back. The buyer put in an incorrect address for shipping.
Huh.
So, so we can. eBay suggested we could solve this one of two ways. You can either give me another amount for shipping, and I will go ahead and send it back out to you today, or I will give you a partial refund of the cost of the item minus the same amount of cost of shipping that I've already spent to ship it to you.
Right.
So he said, okay, I'll do that. So I go on shipping, or I go on PayPal. Well, he's put a hold on the PayPal too.
Oh no.
So I couldn't reimburse him a partial amount. So I go back, message the customer. This is a $16 item, mind you. Message him back. Hey, I cannot give you a partial reimbursement until you remove the hold, on your PayPal. And so he put a note on when he took the hold down. He put a note in there and said, this seller's dancing around his shipping policies.
Oh my
Dancing
gosh.
around. If you ever saw me dance, it was a bad scene. I never dance, but I was dancing around my shipping policies, and this is just unfair. But I'll agree to it just to have it resolved. And I was like, you snarky. God, if you're a woman, you would be a. Never mind.
Woo.
If
I
you
would
were
have. You know what? I would have ate the $7 in shipping and told him to cancel the damn order. Is what I would have said. Well, not damn, but I would have just ate the shipping and said forget it.
and go ahead and send it to him again.
No, absolutely not. Tell him to cancel the order. Just say, you know what? We'll buy it somewhere else. Not
Well, they'd
not
already
in those
paid for it.
snarkier words. I wouldn't have talked to somebody that way, but
I didn't
Well,
mind
he
giving him.
already paid for it though.
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm saying. I would have given him his money back. I would have told him to cancel the order, and I would have given him a full refund and just
Wow.
ate the $7 shipping, so I didn't have to deal with the dick.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't pay him back anything until he took the hold off the PayPal.
Yeah,
true.
you're right.
So
Well, no, if you canceled the sale, PayPal would have gave him that money. Would have taken the hold off and given it to him. But whatever. I I wouldn't have dealt with him that much.
Can you
I
cancel
would
a
have just,
sale after you've already shipped it?
I don't know. I don't know. I would assume so. Well, you can refund them.
I mean, the guy was just being an ass. I mean, he never
Well, I guess he would have to put in
got
for
abusive or threatening or used bad language, but he was just being a butt.
Yeah.
And so, whatever.
I'll be right back.
That's my story. So I've been, it's just customer after customer just wants their little $12 item to arrive in a certain manner and packed a certain way. And
it's always the people who don't pay much for their items that are that way.
Yeah. Or
it's never the people that I don't have this many problems with people that buy $100 items from me.
Yeah.
Or $200 items,
Yeah, I totally
I
agree with that. But I mean, like,
yeah, it's always that my little piddly and $20 or less items, and they just
So anyway, that's my story. I'm a sad, sad person. But anyway. Man, I got my statement out of PayPal. I can't believe I sold that much stuff in 2017. I was only going to do this part-time.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're sorry that you're back?
Yeah.
I never imagined I would sell as much as I did. That's weird. I mean,
of what?
Huh?
Of what?
Oh.
Sell as much as what?
Oh, my sales in 2017, I printed out my PayPal 1099 or whatever it is.
Uh-huh.
I look at that and go, oh my God.
It's pretty cool, huh?
So, I don't know.
When you didn't think that you would, sell that much. I mean, it adds up pretty quick.
Of course, I mean, what's the percentage we make on? Depends on what you're selling and your buy-in cost and stuff.
Right.
Once the item is paid for, I know I've got to be. Let's see, PayPal and eBay fees are about 13%, right?
Yeah, pretty close to that.
And then shipping's a certain percent. Todd, you're a high roller, and no, I'm not a high roller, but it's Anissa, for the amount of work I do on eBay and stuff, I never thought I would make this much money.
Right.
I thought, yeah, I'll probably make like what I did in my part-time job at a Home Depot, but Sadie's got a return rate. Mine's about that, I think.
When you get a lot of good high dollar items, that makes
I've had a few home runs, but like those doggy flea and tick treatments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sold $3,000 worth of those this year.
Wow.
And then you take out all the fees and stuff like that. I think I only gave like, I figured 27 cents each or 30 cents each or something. I don't know.
Right.
So, yeah. Where's return rate? Sadie got me curious now.
I don't know what mine
On
is.
Seller Hub. What's another? I don't know. Seller Hub. I guess it's under performance, huh?
I would think. Of course, I haven't looked at that in a while.
I can never remember where all that stuff is. I have to click around and look.
Selling cost, traffic.
I'm not near my computer, so. It's under your performance, ain't it?
I don't think
That's
so.
where I'm at, but
Yeah, it's under your performance, and that's where your return rate is. Oh,
I don't see it.
I don't see it under performance.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
are you guys gonna make me look? Here, hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna make you look. Sales reports.
Sales.
All right. Go to my eBay. Selling. And then you go to, where is it? Performance. Seller level. Yeah,
I
go
do see that.
performance, seller level. And then go down to return rate right there.
It's under what?
Return rate.
So
Oh,
Seller.
there it is. Ooh, 1.74%.
Where? I don't see
It's
I don't see
under
it.
Keep going on.
under performance. It's under
Oh, okay. Yikes.
seller level. 1.74%. So I'm more than Sadie. Sadie has more satisfied customers than I do.
Mine's 2.55.
Ooh, you're higher than me.
Thanks.
Well, that's a clothing thing. You sell mostly clothing.
Mine's worse than yours.
Oh. Hey, Mike.
It sounds really bad, so I'm not sharing.
Okay.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, I started looking and it was like staring me in the face. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, going back to what I was talking to.
Let me just say real quick, it all depends on how you sell, how much you sell too.
Right.
You know.
Right. Has a large amount of that's part of yeah, that's a lot of it.
If you sell 100 items and you get 2 back, then that's 2%. So, but if you sell 1,000 items and get 15 back, yeah. Let's see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
You still got more returns than the person that sold 100, but yeah, with the crazy app, we're going to stalk you, Sally. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Now that app,
I don't like that.
Yeah, it sounds kind of invasive, but if it wasn't legal for them to have that out there, I'm sure there would be all sorts of lawsuits shutting that thing down. So it's probably not illegal to get on that app and check people out because it's there.
My thing is who cares? You know,
Yeah.
I know most of your guys' names of your stores, but I don't ever go look at them. It's none of my business. None of my business what you guys sell or how much you sell. I'll take your word for it. I tell you, I don't remember ever going and seeing yours, Todd.
Yeah,
I
mine's
know
kind
what
of
it is.
boring.
But I still never have gone and looked to see what your sales are.
That's what I'm saying too. I'm like, if you invest that much time into me, maybe you need to start investing that much time into you.
Right.
Exactly.
If you did, you might be better off doing what you're doing by doing that because you know,
my thing
if you're investing that much time into other people, like you have a problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that this industry is, or this whatever it's called, industry, I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it is dominated by men. You know, there's a lot more men resellers than there are women resellers, I think. Well, anyways, at least on YouTube. And it's just a pissing contest. Because men are so competitive, they can't handle that somebody's making more money than them. So they have to go and make sure that they want to go and see if that guy's telling the truth or lying. They can't handle it. I mean, not all men, don't get me wrong. I'm not, I'm just saying there's just a lot of men out there like, well, how many sales did you get? It doesn't freaking matter.
Yep.
As long as you have the correct information of what we're trying to tell you, it doesn't matter how much you sell. It's just a pissing contest is all it is.
Yeah.
I've got more things to worry about than what Todd sells or what Valerie sells or, And she told me she sold a $75 swimming suit. I'm proud of her. I don't have to go and look and see if she really did.
Right.
I say, way to go, and I keep that in the memory bank, that kind of swim. I can't even remember what kind of swimming suit it was. But, but just keep it in your memory bank.
I want to see the person with it on because I bet they look good.
Todd.
What? Better.
Oh, I'm just saying, if you're going to spend $75 for a used swimming suit,
It better look good, huh?
I bet you're going to look good.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're nuts.
You better for $75.
I get my swimsuit at the rummage sale. Hey, that's kind of ugly, but I bet it fits. I'm buying that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Got a swimsuit from that TV show that says Bazinga on the butt. Bazinga on the butt. Yeah.
And really and truly, I mean, you can go on and see solds to see what things are selling.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go. You don't have to go look people's stores up. You can just go randomly, see what's selling out there. And I think a person should do that. I think I think you should do that regularly to find out what is selling. Just so you know styles and clothing, especially clothing. I think that's very important to do that.
I like like when people come on Facebook and they're like, I had $100,000 in sales this year. Wonderful. I say, way to go. But then there's all those people that are like, yeah, but how much of that was profit? Now, why in the hell do you got to knock them down?
Yeah.
They made $100,000 in sales. Leave them the hell alone, or even $20,000 in sales, or even $10,000 in sales. If they're happy, leave them alone.
Yeah.
You know.
I agree.
Well, how much of that was profit? How much what do you pay out in fees and blah? Who the hell cares?
The only thing I usually ask is, what are you selling? I want to sell that too.
Well,
You know?
yeah,
but
I'm just saying,
you know,
these people that just knock people down all the time, it's like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
No, I mean, if I use that app, I would be looking at stuff to see how I could do what I do better. I'm not gonna
right.
look at it to be looking or to run somebody down
Facetious
or
or-
build somebody
yeah.
up. Yeah.
I just foresee a lot of trouble in YouTube land with that app.
Like, I know a few of the things that Jason Banano sells, but I know he makes more money reselling than I do. I would kind of like to see a little bit more in depth of what he sells and if there's any way for me to source the type of products he does. So
But
for that reason,
he
I would
may
get
invest
those.
more too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it all goes with it.
Yeah.
He's buying, you know, huge machines and stuff like that he could break down. It's going to cost more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, you know, if I was going to snoop into somebody's store or something, that would be why I would do it, you know.
Yeah.
But
I like that green shirt, Todd.
Oh, thanks. That's
Ooh, that is nice.
that. Got it like Goodwill or something.
That's a very
Shows off my fat belly right here.
That looks like a shirt a teacher would wear.
Yeah, it's probably that old, and I retired like 10 years ago. So yeah, I got underwear older than Nikki.
Oh my gosh.
You want to see?
No, thanks.
So
Yeah, listings
It's-
ended early by
it's-
sellers still show green and undersold. Many people don't know that, and I do.
So, but yeah, that if you're going snooping in other people's stores, I'm like Sally, that could be a rabbit hole you'll never get back out of. I mean, you fell down a rabbit hole and you're like, wait, it's 3 weeks later. What have I accomplished with my store? Nothing,
Right.
because I've been
Right.
piddling.
And I could have been listing all that time or sourcing or, you know, doing something that was for my store, make me money than, you know, other than, you know, try and prove something to somebody that, you know, is not going to matter.
Yeah.
In the long run. It's not going to matter to them. Why should it matter what you think? You know?
Well, a lot of that started with the YouTubers because they were all trying to show that they were better at reselling so that people would watch their stuff more often.
Right.
More than the other person. Because a lot of people are jealous if other people got more subscribers than they do. You know?
I can understand if I say something like to Nikki because I see something in her store that doesn't look right to help her in the long run.
Yeah.
But she's been doing this for far longer than I am or have been. And, you know, why would I do that? I mean, if it would help her, I could say something to her because she's my friend, but I wouldn't say it on here probably or anything like that because I wouldn't want, you know, I wouldn't want to put her on that spot. But that's just me. It's, you know, it's all about, you know, you might want to take a look at yourself if you're so involved in looking at other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Sherry. I mean, he does very well on what he does. Yeah.
Who does?
And he's got an eye.
Yep.
Who does?
Jason.
Jason, banana.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But wasn't his dad like a tool guy or something? Or
Yeah.
yeah. So he grew up around that stuff. That's like tractor stuff and farm equipment and stuff. I grew up around that stuff, so I know what I'm looking for.
Right.
Hi, Monica. You know, because I grew up around that stuff. I know what that stuff is.
Right.
so but that was an awesome show though Sunday night. They kept bringing up app after app after app. I bet it would take you a year to learn all the apps that they were bringing up.
Yeah.
Julie has a good thought too, because she said, go look at green solds, open a listing that sold, open a listing that sold for a high price. It will say sell item. Let's see, this item was ended by seller. It was never sold.
Hmm.
That's kind of weird. Why would it end up in solds if it wasn't never sold? I don't know.
That is weird. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff just gets a little too deep for me.
Mhm.
And I mean, yeah, it's a concern, but does it concern me? No. Does it concern my store? No. So, I kind of
Well, I
just
think
thought,
what she's saying though is if you compare at that price,
oh,
if you compare at that price and you're seeing that it's sold but it's ended by the seller, then it didn't actually sell for that price.
Yeah.
I see.
So if
I see.
you're seeing, the solds, that are similar to that, and there's several of them, then they weren't probably all ended by seller.
Okay.
So that can kind of save your time.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Thank you
I don't
for
know.
that though, Julie.
Like
I'm
if I
still
went and looked
confused.
at, honestly, if I went and looked at Todd's sold items, there's no way that I'm going to get like 1,000 rucksacks or how many ever he got
Right.
where I live. I just don't have that available to me. So my thing is okay, I have a box of stuff and I'm going to look this stuff up under completed listings to see what the sell-through is on it. And because that's the stuff I have, that's the stuff that's available to me. So why
Right.
go look at somebody else's store and look at what they're selling when chances are you're not going to have an opportunity to get that stuff? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yep.
If you see this stuff in your area, yeah, I mean, it's stuff to look at, look out for. But chances are I'm never going to be able to go and get a pallet full of rucksacks.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have that kind of stuff in my area.
And I would not have done that a year ago
Yeah.
because it was a 290-mile drive to go get it. But
Now, if he was going to go to a tractor auction, he might be interested in looking and seeing what I've been selling, because then he has an opportunity to buy tractor parts. But is he going to be able to buy the same kind of tractor parts that I buy? Probably not, because everywhere in the country has, even around here, people over on the Wisconsin side favor different types of tractors than the people on the Minnesota side of the bridge. It's all,
yeah.
So I mean, if I wanted like some New Holland parts, I would have to travel to get those, because New Holland really isn't that big around where I go to auctions at.
Mm-hmm.
which that's not really true because I got some New Holland parts, but I mean, you know what I mean. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, but they're not as common as, say, John Deere parts or Farmall parts, you know, where I live. But if
And
I
I
go
would,
farther south into Wisconsin, where there's a big New Holland distributor down there, then yeah, I would probably find a lot more New Holland tractor parts than I would John Deere or Farmall. You know, I mean, it's just
yeah, and I would only get tractor parts to make my tractor look sexy.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we've got a lot of John Deeres in our family, and we have a lot of tractors and a lot of Farmalls. Well, anyways, I got it was a whole truckload full of parts for $12.
Wow.
I mean, the whole back of the Hemi pickup truck was full, overflowing. Anyways, not one part in there could we use on any one of our tractors.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, are you kidding me? Well, I mean, I sold the crap out of them, which was great, you know, but I thought, well, first of all, we'll look through there and see what we can save for our tractors, you know. But not one thing. Not one part could we use for our tractors.
Not one out of a.
Come on.
A whole truckload. And we've got within our whole family, I mean, not just me, but within our whole family, we've probably got at least 50 John Deere tractors.
Oh wow.
But could I find one part that would work for any one of them? Nope.
Boom, 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 boom.
Anybody else having problems with eBay not responding?
eBay not responding to what?
You're trying to edit my listings. I keep getting a bar at the bottom says eBay not responding. It won't do nothing.
Huh.
I have to keep going out and coming back in on it.
I've had that problem in the past, but I haven't done any listing today, so I don't know.
Hi, Steve. My auction starts tonight.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. Haven't had any problems on my end.
I haven't really been doing anything with eBay this morning yet.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to do a video today about all the piles of backpacks.
We just drool.
They look
Probably
horrible.
around 8:30-ish Central Time, Monica. It'll be after my show, so come watch my show. Okay, I did it that way so that I can piggyback off my show and hopefully get some people off my show over into the auction. So.
I think that was very smart doing it that way.
Are you kidding me?
Because I usually get 50 some watchers on my show, so if I advertise for it a couple times, maybe I can. Gotta drive home now. See you guys later. Yeah, look for the auction. It's on the Buck Starts Here. Oh, you already know that. You sent me a love note yesterday.
That's the name of the Facebook page, is the Buck Stops Here auction.
The Buck Starts Here.
Starts.
Stops Here auction.
No, starts.
The Buck Starts Here, because everything starts at a buck.
Well, that's an interesting title.
Yeah.
I like that.
The Buck Starts Here. Because I don't know why. I was thinking, for some reason, when I was thinking up the name, for some reason, my mind went to The Buck Stops Here, because I was thinking about the auctioneer that I go to. And one time somebody stole my stuff, and I was upset, and I was talking to his sister about it. And he goes, "Why didn't you tell me, Nick?" He goes, "The buck stops here. I would have taken care of it, you know?" And for some reason, and that happened like probably almost a year ago, but for some reason I had that in my head. And then all of a sudden I was like, hey, wait a minute, the buck starts here, because everything starts at a buck. So that's why I came up with the name.
That's rather ingenious.
Yeah, thank you.
Genius.
Yeah, that's
Did I say
good.
there?
You did.
That's smart. That's smart right there.
Thanks. I was thinking of boxes full of stuff, but then yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, Sue.
Boom, 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 boom. Yep.
And every week there's going to be different stuff. It's not going to be all new stuff. I'm just grabbing boxes of stuff and start just taking pictures. I'm not going, oh, I wonder if this would be good or that. I'm just grabbing stuff and just throwing it up there if I think it's worth putting up.
Yeah, so you make like everything you're selling is like a medium flat rate or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put weights in there, so then people can see about how much it'll cost. They can figure out about how much it'll cost them to ship it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get into I don't really want to get into quoting prices right away, because if something sells for $1 and I quoted too little of a price, then I'm going to be screwed, So,
And you don't have to have an auctioneer's license to have an auction on Facebook.
not when you're selling your own stuff, you don't have to have an auction.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can sell your own stuff without an auctioneer's license. And like Sally said, she would like to put stuff up on my auction site for her. And I think that would be fine too. So if anybody else wants to do that, we might be able to, in the future, do something like that.
I thought you just said it has to be your own stuff.
It does have to be your own stuff, but I'm not auctioning it. You would be.
Oh,
You
so
would be.
Yeah,
she's coming
actually,
on
I could
as a
just do a
guest.
video on my stuff, put it up on her page.
Yeah.
So it would be considered me doing my own stuff, not Nikki
Yeah.
doing my stuff. See, we can get around this.
I don't know if that's correct, but I mean, unless somebody, nails me.
I mean, that's how I would see it anyways.
Yeah.
That I was
you
selling my stuff, not that
I know
you
you
were
can
doing it.
auction your own stuff without a license. That's all I know. Thank you, Shirley.
I'll be right back. I gotta take my packages out.
Well, I hope it's successful. I'm very curious as to how well it's going to work.
Yeah. And the best part about it is it's free.
Yeah. But that way, if you fail at it, then I won't even have to try it, because I go, oh, if Nikki can't make a success out of this, then I don't even want to try it. Because Nikki knows her stuff.
Well, the biggest thing is not, I mean, yes, I'm always trying to make money, yes. But the biggest thing is that I have got so much stuff. I am never going to list it all by myself. I could probably have 20 listers and still not get it all listed. So I think it's just, it's a good way to just get rid of some stuff, And
you
hopefully,
know what causes that?
What?
Well, if you have too much stuff to list, then you bought too much stuff, right?
Yep, exactly.
Because
my motto is you gotta make hay when the sun shines. So when I get the good deals, I gotta get the good deals.
It's true.
Well, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just
no, it's true.
And that what causes having too much stuff is you bought too much stuff?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
It's like too much fun. What's that mean? It's like too much money. There's no such thing.
Normally it wouldn't be too much stuff. I mean, because I would just list it. But this year I'm trying to do a little transformation. My building's going up this spring. Yes, it is, because it's sitting in my yard. It will be going up this spring. And I just don't want to bring all this stuff and clutter up my building right away. I want to kind of make a fresh start.
Right.
Somewhat. and try to do it right this time. Like before I bring anything into the building, I want to go through it. Whereas now, when I go to auctions, it was like, oh, hurry up, get everything unloaded. It's raining. And then we've got big piles of stuff. And then like 2 days later, I'm going back to another auction. Whereas now I want to be able to go through the stuff before it goes in the building and try to get rid of the stuff right away that I'm not going to sell on eBay. And I'm trying to douche my life a little bit.
Well, that makes sense.
Because I'm being swallowed by my piles. I douche my eBay stores, so I might as well douche my life now too.
Yeah. But Laura, you do a Facebook auction all the time, don't you?
I do quarter auction.
Yeah.
Just little small stuff, nothing huge or nothing like that.
Yeah, but is it worth your time? Do you make enough per hour spent of work to make it worthwhile?
Yeah, that and I just enjoy doing it. So I mean, it's something for me. Keeps me busy because I'm hyper, so I gotta have stuff to keep me going.
And it's really not that much work once you get the page set up. Like yesterday, I was taking pictures. I mean, it's not as in depth as say eBay. You just snap one picture and you upload it to Facebook. Now I'm going to make a little video of everything and put it up there. Because if it has some dings or whatever, I want to let people know so they're not buying stuff they don't want. But yeah, it's not as in depth as say listing on eBay.
So are the items you're putting up, or have most of them been unlisted or ditched?
There's a few things, but no, most of the stuff, almost all the stuff I have never tried to list. It's just, and not because it's not worthy. It's just, I've just got so much stuff. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
So
cool.
So there might be some gems in there. There might not be. I don't know, but I'm just throwing stuff up there. It's kind of like my list it or ditch it show. I'm grabbing a box and taking pictures of the stuff, taking the items out and figuring out, I do a quick wipe down of them, and yeah, hopefully some people might be able to make some money off the stuff, or they might be able to get some stuff that they want for their house or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff that I sell specifically on eBay that I'm not going to put up there because, it's just stuff that
are there some places to advertise your auction that you haven't done yet?
Well, I'm sure there is. I haven't really looked into it.
Like you could put an ad on your Craigslist or something, and
I probably could.
If somebody buys it local, then they can come pick it up from you for a cheaper rate or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does anybody want to buy an ice wand?
Get that thing out of here. That looks like something my proctologist uses.
It's like the it's like the perfect wand. It was like twice the size, but it broke off. So
does it have a phoenix feather in it?
No, it's melting. I gotta go throw it outside.
Remember when we were kids, we used to eat those?
Yep.
Bridget says she's got plenty of her wands up there.
Yeah.
She doesn't need any of those.
I like that part in the Die Hard movie where he stabs that guy in the eye with one of those.
was like, that's the perfect wand.
Start calling you
You're a
Elf.
very princess now.
Bridget says she's got plenty there.
That's awesome. Joanna said, "Don't worry, Nikki. My mom has a whole house full of stuff that hasn't sold for years on eBay, and now it's selling again." She's jumped in to help her. That's good.
So I looked up this bathing suit. It does have a couple of snags on the butt, so I was like they're little.
Mm-hmm.
The snags are little, but
But who wants to go to the pool with a snaggy butt?
no, but it's a very nice suit still. It's a very nice suit, and it's got the crossback but open back.
Uh-huh.
And it's a Durafast TYR. And I looked it up, and it's going for like, I could probably get $20 out of it easy.
Okay, so none of us want to meet Anissa in person. She said that's how you can get away with killing someone. Evidence will melt. Note to self, Anissa's never invited to any meetups that we may ever have. Hi, Sharky Mom Deals.
Yeah.
The trick to shipping glassware is big bubble wrap, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would expect.
I used to have a lot of breakage, but when I switched to big bubble wrap, say that 3 times fast. I never had any breakage again. And shrink wrap is another good tool to use.
Yeah, shrink wrap is good. I've gotten to the place where, I'll put the bubble wrap around it and then shrink wrap that. And that usually keeps it pretty stable.
Yeah.
And you don't want, the thing is you don't want it to move. You don't want it to move, of course, against, and, you can do cardboard, you can do sections in the box where things are not touching each other. You just don't want that stuff to move. I mean, that's the biggest thing is movement. You don't want that stuff to move within the box.
I said big bubble wrap. Not the small bubbles. I started
You can
using
also
big
get some
bubble
paper for
wrap like
dunnage
2 years
too.
ago, and I never had problems.
Sorry.
Just get you, Sharky Mom Dill says she's got a cramp in her finger. Just get you some cards and shuffle them.
Yeah, that's good for exercise.
Yep, stretches and exercises. Oh, Scrap Lady is the one that had the cramp in her fingers. Sorry, Sharky Mom Deals. Man, got quiet.
I figure I'm gonna put the video up on my auction page and the pictures up before my show, but the bidding will start at like 8. It'll go for 24 hours.
Why are you going to confiscate my cards? I love my cards.
I like
Actually,
the shuffle
these are the ones that I use right now, the shoe cards.
Mm.
These are the ones that Yvonne got me, or I got in that package. Can't straighten your finger at all. Huh.
Oh.
You know what might help? I know it sounds kind of weird, but maybe get some Vicks and put it on your finger.
Put some
Vic.
Windows decks out on it. Windows.
Yeah.
You know, your Vicks. Get the Vicks Vapor Rub and rub it into your joints.
Maybe.
That might help.
Why don't you use like Ben Gay or something that's 4 joint?
You know, anything like that that has those, you know, that eucalyptus, you know, rub it into the joints, and that might help. And then, you know, as you kind of loosen it up, you know, maybe then you can, I don't know.
Yeah. Probably need to drink more water too. Whenever I get a little dehydrated, I start getting cramps all kinds of weird places too.
Mr. Sadie, it's been a tough week.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's been a tough week. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Hope things get better.
Yeah.
Got to admire old Sadie doing a full-time job plus the reselling.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. It's not an easy thing to do.
Sometimes it can be really tough. There's my alarm again. Time to wake up.
Wake up, wake up.
I bought putty from Walmart and out of the kids section, and I use that for my hands sometimes. Works pretty good. Keep them limber.
Oh, that's good, Maggie.
Yeah, good.
A knee replacement. It's just the mailman. It's just the mailman.
I gotta have a knee replaced too one of these years. They told me they won't replace it till I'm 45 though.
Really?
Oh no, Mr. Sadie, I'm so sorry.
I'm very sorry about that.
Oh man. Yeah.
How's your mother-in-law, Todd?
Ainsley.
It's like 2 more weeks in the hospital till they get everything straightened out. I mean, the broken pelvis turned out to kind of just be the tip of the iceberg and the type of health things she needs to get straightened out. So,
Ainsley, no, you don't have to sign up for Square. Sorry.
Kind of like Sadie, we're just trying to take it a day at a time and
Yeah.
take what comes and deal with it.
Well, he's in our prayers, definitely. So.
I remember when I was a young man and my parents were healthy and, you know, I thought I'd never have to deal with stuff like that. But, you know, older you get, the more that goes on.
Yeah.
And you start having health problems of your own to complicate things even further.
Yeah.
Scrappy old man, just shut up and be happy. It's kind of
That's
hard
true.
sometimes.
It's true. You think your parents will live forever.
Yeah.
They don't.
Um, is there any hope, Mr. Sadie, or
Yeah. What's the prognosis? I just hope that everything goes well and
yeah? He's only 67.
wow,
He was
he's young.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Valerie had to go through that at a young age because our mom died when she was only 53.
Yeah. Gwen's died when he was 54. We were sitting up in the hospital yesterday talking about it's almost 27 years since he's been gone.
Yeah, it goes by really fast, but it seems like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had one of those
That-
bad hearts, and there was just no fixing it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom went at 59, and yeah, she it was like 15 years ago, or 16 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard because you feel like you should want them to live. You want them to be with you because you're selfish, but you know that they would just be in pain if they were with you.
Right.
So it's almost better to let them go so they don't have to deal with that pain anymore.
Yep.
And all I could think of was whenever my mom was passing and stuff was I was lucky to have my mom for as long as I did because some women die in childbirth and they never get to meet their mothers and or they die when they're very young like a small child and you don't have that many memories of your mom so you have to really take all the time that you can with people that you love
Mm-hmm.
and be grateful for it.
Yeah, make sure people, when I talk to my family, my kids, my dad, my brothers, my brother, my nephews, I always tell them, love you before I hang up the phone or before I leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's one thing I can say when my mom passed away. Now, my mom had health problems. I mean, we knew it was going to happen eventually, but we didn't realize it was going to happen as quickly as it did. But one thing, like me and my brother were talking about, he's passed away since then too. But one thing we did say was, even though we're sad she's gone, we know we can have the peace of knowing that she knew we loved her.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So there were no hard feelings when she passed away, other than being sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you and my husband has had his best. It was like his best friend after my brother passed away. This one friend of his from work had become his best friend, and he just recently passed away. Well, about a year ago, a little over a year ago, somebody else had created some drama between him and this guy that he was best friends with. And And then the guy ended up quitting work and retiring, and then he ended up with prostate cancer and dying. And my husband never got to make peace with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept telling him, go see him, go make peace with him. But my husband didn't want to because he didn't want to upset the guy. But now he just feels horrible that, this guy had passed away and he never got to really make amends with him,
Yeah.
and you just don't need that on your conscience the rest of your life, because that stuff stays with you.
Yep.
It's not oh, geez, I wish I would have did this. Well, he's gone. No, that stuff kind of stays with you for the rest of your life. So, if there is somebody that you don't talk to or whatever, I mean, yes, I know sometimes there's some things that are really unforgivable or whatever, but if you can, try to make amends with that person, because you never know when they're going to be gone. And then you're going to be like, oh shit, I should have said sorry, or I should have talked to this person then,
True.
because you just never know. I mean, this guy was so-called healthy. I mean, he was really good for his age, running around. He could run, he could do, he was energetic, he did all kinds of things. And then he ended up retiring finally. He had been talking about it for years and kept putting it off, and then he finally retired. And about 5 months later, after he retired, he found out that he was dying of prostate cancer,
Wow.
and he lived less than a year. So yeah, you never know. His wife had just retired. He ended up retiring, and yeah, he ended up with prostate cancer. So the little bit that he had of his retirement was being sick.
Yeah.
Not fair, but anyways. Yeah, so we're not promised tomorrow, so make amends with whoever you can.
It's true. Very true.
If I died today, everybody in my life would know that I love them.
Right.
I would never have to wonder. And I lost my brother and sister at 44. Now my sister was sickly like my mom was. So we were almost thankful she passed away. But my brother, that was like a total oh my God moment. He was, we thought, healthy and never was sick, never had the flu, never had colds, never had any issues ever. And then he went into karting. He was on a bicycle built for two with his girlfriend, and he goes, I think I'm going to pass out. And all of a sudden, boom, down he went and never came back. They worked on him for hours and hours at the hospital. And even me and my dad, we were like, yeah, it's no big deal. We've been through this a million times with my mom and my sister, And we thought, worst case scenario, he'll just have to have a bypass surgery and change the way he eats.
Mm-hmm.
And then they came in and told us that they couldn't bring him back. It was like, what? What do you mean? Here, this was a so-called healthy guy who never went to the doctor, and he had 3 clogged arteries. His three main arteries were clogged, and that's what happened. 44 years old. So you just never know. You see it more and more all the time. So-called healthy people that are energetic and move around, and they can do stuff, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're gone.
Aw.
Oh, that's sad. Well, at least if and when he does go, at least you know that you've forgiven him and you've made amends with him, so it's good.
Yeah. And
Because
he knows that you love him and he loves you. So
none of us are perfect parents, and some people are just dumb. They don't realize what they're missing out on.
yeah,
And yeah.
so true.
And I hope everything. I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah. We're there with you. in thought and prayer. So yep. Well, I think I'm gonna have to. I hate to wrap it up at this time, but I gotta get moving around.
Don't worry about bringing us down. You know, we're all here to support each other. We all love each other as friends. And if you ever need to talk, don't be afraid to come in here and talk to us.
No, not at all.
We're all here for you. And most of us at our age, we've all dealt with these kinds of losses. You know, most of us in here over 40, you know, and
Except me.
Yeah, not me. I'm still 35.
I'm just right there on the edge, but I haven't went over the edge yet. I haven't jumped.
Yeah, I'm that old.
We're all here for you. So if you need to come in and talk, that's fine.
Yep.
I really wish that people could find the measurements in my listing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to change the subject, but I just got a neutral feedback. And I'm not gonna cry over it. I'm just gonna take it and go on. I thought about responding, and I'm not even gonna do that.
No.
But I had just messaged him because he was like, he's in Canada, and he said that it's not worth him returning, but it's like miniature on him. And I'm like, well, the measurements were on the listing. I suggest that, next time, since shipping is so much for you, next time make sure that you check the measurements. Well, it's gonna be like $30 for him to ship back,
Right.
And so he said it's not worth it for him. And I'm like, well, huh?
Tell him to lay off the maple syrup.
Oh my gosh.
That's just totally joking when I said that. I hope he's not listening.
But I just took a big hit for a return yesterday, and I felt awful that like I'm not giving him any money or anything, but he got a really good vest, and he could probably give it as a gift or or something, to somebody, or just donate it or something.
Yeah.
And I suggested that, and so my neutral feedback was Nick, you have an echo.
I do?
Yeah, it's you.
My neutral feedback was seller was polite, but item was useless. Anyone want a miniature vest?
Oh boy.
So I'm not going to respond.
Yeah.
I got a neutral on a piece of clothing last week, and I just let it go. And they didn't open a return, and it just falls off very fast. And it's one of those things you just gotta let go and move on. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I would rather, like, whenever somebody responds like he did, I just feel like, because he didn't even send me a message back. And so I'm just assuming that it's going to be a fight if I try to do anything with him. And so I just rather leave it alone. Sometimes you just got to take the hit and go.
Yeah.
And it's not like I get that all the time or anything. So
it's like when somebody flips you off on the expressway, you don't take it personally. It's not personal.
Yeah, I'm not going to go shoot him.
It's just a person who's a jerk, and they're just doing their thing.
Yeah. So it's just, I just don't like it when people don't like me. I have a hard time with that sometimes.
Yeah.
I like it when people like me.
Yeah, I know.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're awesome like us, Sally. We can't
I
handle it when
know.
people don't
I
think we're
know. They can't
Hey,
handle
who's on
it.
listening to Ditch It tonight before Valerie ends the show?
Yeah, don't forget, listener, ditch it tonight. I have Thelma Crypt on as a guest.
Oh, awesome.
8 p.m. Central
Whee!
Time on channel. By the
Yay!
way, hi Jay Thrifts and Thrill of Thrifting. I meant to say hi to you earlier, but Sally was talking.
Thanks for coming on, Thrill of Thrifting.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Let's see what Jason says. I got a neutral from that lady that she sent me the question only in the message. Said I didn't respond. I guess I should have. Eh. She'll get over it.
Yeah.
Just move on. Let it go.
Sometimes it just makes
Mm.
people feel better if they just leave you a bad feedback. And neutral isn't bad. Neutral is better than no feedback, I think. Or no
That's
feedback is better. No, never mind. No feedback is better.
no
than
feedback. is better. Yes.
I had that backwards. Never mind. Forget what I just said.
Thanks a lot, Nikki. Mm.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I know what I was talking about, but forget it.
All right, guys. I love you guys. I love everyone here, everyone in the chat.
I love you too.
You guys are mean everything to me. So I love you. And I'm gonna go have lunch, and so we'll see you later. Maybe we'll do something before Nikki's show.
That lady
good.
said, "Oh my God, Tara jumps behind you with a knife."
What you've done with my tape, but I've grabbed my own tape gun and
That's
using
what
my
happens when you get
Make sure you
married.
thumbs up because we got
Thumbs
two
it up.
thumbs down. Make sure you
Oh wow!
What the hell?
Thumbs it up, and make sure you go and watch List It or Ditch It with Nikki tonight. She's on Poplar Picker, and she's gonna have a show tonight. And if you haven't gone over there on YouTube, go over there and subscribe and hit the little ding-a-ling so you can get the notification. And yeah, so we'll see everybody later. You guys have fun. Val's 40s the edge. No, I jumped. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll see y'all later.
Happy
Bye,
lunch. Bye.